So we've hit 1,000 subscribers, and for this milestone, I have a nifty time lapse of how I gained subscribers throughout my channel's history. So what exactly is MusicJotter then, and what is the point of this channel? MusicJotter is a highly accessible software to help musicians compose music with music notation directly in their browser. And this software is being built from scratch by me. The only financial support that I currently have is with approximately 25 or so early access users. And I decided to build this YouTube channel in order to build a support group around this new and exciting technology. But this channel is now becoming more than just a product channel. We're becoming a community of musicians of all skill levels who want to either learn music or share their music, and we all share a love of music notation. Let's think about what an auditorium full of 1,000 people looks like. So right now, that's our community at its present state after 1 year. But if you would like to support this mission financially, I'll have a link to my Buy Me a Coffee community in the description below. And this is one way for us to get this new and exciting software out into the world. The reason why I'm qualified to build this software is because I not only understand music notation, but I'm also able to compose with notation. And being a computer programmer just gives me the ability to design an easy to use, highly accessible music notation software at the professional level. And this software is actually aimed at the hobbyists, educators, and professionals. This software can be considered a new class of its own for several reasons. Aside from being highly accessible, the software is not only powerful enough for a professional, but is easy to use for everybody. So no entry is flexible, tuplet entry is top-notch, and voice handling is actually very easy to do. So let's take a look at how easy it is to compose with this software using tuplets. Also, playback is another major advantage of MusicJotter because of how responsive it is. So all you have to do is hover your mouse over any part of your score, press the spacebar, and playback will start from that point. The quick feedback of playback enables you to quickly iterate your composition and to fix mistakes easily. And this process will literally help you compose music better and more efficiently. Check out this example. Not only will I focus on how your music looks, but I'm also going to focus on how your music sounds. And this is actually how I started off my channel. So I've taken MIDI compositions that sounded mechanical, and I've tweaked them in order to prove that a MIDI composition can in fact sound like a performance. I'm going to show you how a composition software that I'm building will help turn your music from this this. And the composition that I'm going to transform into realism is an elegy composed by Zach from Young Composers. I'm going to take compositions of two composers from Young Composers and utterly transform their music. the reason why I chose to start off my channel like this is because realistic playback is a reality with MusicJotter. It's not just an idea. In fact, one of my next videos will be a Scriabin fugue notated with MusicJotter. And even though this fugue will be a MIDI file, it is going to sound like a performance. But don't just take my word for it. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out on this future or past video. As you can imagine, my vision of realistic playback will be another competitive advantage of the software. Just check out this example to see what I mean. Another theme of my channel involves music challenges. So we've had challenges to help us learn what makes a good melody, or how can we compose music to represent a dream. Writing music to portray a mood can be tricky. So if I were to ask you to write music to portray a dream, could you do it? Well, Young Composers recently sponsored a competition, and we put 21 contestants to the challenge of writing music to a dream. So while we can only have 3 winners, I'm going to discuss some notable submissions and the characteristics of the composition that made it sound like a dream. And a personal favorite of mine is how I use Henry's Piano Sonata to help us figure out if creativity or theory is needed to make a good music composition. What makes a good music composition? Well, I'm going to attempt to answer this question by analyzing this sonata composed by Henry from Young Composers. So when I listened to this sonata for the first time, it really caught my attention and it got me wondering why. So I'm going to thoroughly analyze Henry's piano piece for you and discuss what elements make this composition so well written. And does having knowledge of music theory help with this process? But we even challenged composers during Valentine's Day in order to help us figure out what makes music sound romantic. What makes a piece of music sound romantic? Is it melody, or is it harmony, or is it just a combination of the two? Honestly, the answer to this question just isn't very straightforward at all. So for Valentine's Day of 2024, I've challenged 5 composers to help us figure this out. So as we listen through, I'm going to rewind and point out some harmonies that I find interesting. And our next major challenge will be Halloween theme. So while these videos may appear to be off topic, all of these challenges help build our community while emphasizing the importance of music notation. And if you want a chance for your music to be featured in one of my videos, this is another reason why you should subscribe to this channel, and you can even join our Discord, which I'll put in the links in this description. My later videos use MusicJotter to demonstrate difficult musical concepts, such as the musical slur, time signatures, and key changing. And the reason for these types of videos is simply to build trust and to demonstrate to you my credentials. You also get to see how this software can be used by educators. Also, you may have noticed that when I stacked the C major and D flat major 7 harmonies for this demonstration, I used 2 voices. And I actually custom spaced these voices for demonstration purposes. So to all the teachers out there, I just want you to know that MusicJotter is an excellent teaching aid, and I actually use it all the time in my YouTube videos. And yet another theme on my channel lately has been composing music for you on the spot. And the reason for these types of videos is to help demonstrate various points, such as how to compose a melody, or maybe how MusicJotter's playback can help you compose music more efficiently. And this is the point. The workflow of this software is so smooth and fluid that I can literally compose a song for you on the spot on camera. And finally, I have a bunch of shorts that I use in order to experiment with new ideas. And these videos are generally less serious in nature, but will still convey important points around the software or perhaps a musical concept. Occasionally, I'll go slightly off topic as well to just show you something I found neat. What's the matter? Well, Brahms' Lullaby puts me to sleep every time. I could fix that. What if I change his lullaby into a space adventure using more interesting harmony? But either way, both my shorts and long form videos are meant to help make understanding the process of music composition just a little bit easier. So this channel will be your resource for music notation. And if you're excited about this new music technology, then this channel is perfect for you. Not only will this new technology be helping me build this channel in the long term, but it can also be used to help you create better looking and better sounding music. And this just about concludes the 1000 subscriber time lapse.